Welcome back to Abbey's Journeys, folks, and today I'm just outside Kilbarchan near Johnston, and we're going to be visiting the Weaver's Cottage, it's called. So this is it here. So this was built in 1723 and it was built by the Bryden family, and it's a restored 18th century home showcasing Renfrewshire's hand-loom weaving heritage. So we're going to get in here in a wee second, folks. Look how nice this place is, and what a beautiful day we have as well. A church here as well. Nice wee cottages in here. So we're going to get in here. This has been built in 1723, folks. So Andrew, John and Janet Bryden, they were the ones who built it. So here we are inside the Weaver's Cottage, folks, and there's going to be a girl come round in a wee second and tell us all about it. So I'm going to show you all the tartan.
Sheltered on both sides by two large eminences or hills, which rise pretty abruptly to the height of nearly 200 feet above the valley in which the
and we've got the famous coal fire, folks. Oh my god, look at them wee shoes.
And are distinguished for ingenuity in different branches of the trade.
I need to pick them up. Oh my god. Look at that, folks.
Every village of the Shire, far away from the stir of any town.
That's a cracker, eh? And there we have, I don't know what that is that an iron?
The story of weaving in Kilbarchan goes back several centuries.
There we go, I'll give you a wee bit of history here.
Generations of people have lived and worked here. Weaving was a family business, with women and men working hand looms and undertaking intricate embroidery for fine clothing and materials. The heyday of Kilbarchan weaving was during the 1840s to 1860s, when there were more than 800 looms in the village. Families lived together in close communities, and every aspect of life was centred around the trade.
This is where we are, folks,
The
right
industry
here.
suffered many ups and downs over the centuries. Trade fluctuations and employment depressions meant that weaving was sometimes a precarious profession. However, the weavers of Kilbarchan were noted not only for their great skill at the loom, but also for their adaptability in making the high quality goods as demand dictated. And handloom weaving continued in some form here until the late 1950s. Nearly every household in Kilbarchan was involved in the weaving industry. The weavers were self-employed, skilled workers, taking on contract work for agents representing Paisley and Glasgow manufacturers. Families were often large and several generations lived together. Privacy was limited, and every aspect of weaving, from working with the raw materials to fine finishing work, was carried out in cottages like this one. Life was very different from today, with farmers driving livestock from surrounding farms through the village, horses and carts in the streets, and above the sounds of blacksmiths and other trades, the village was filled with the constant whir and clack of looms all over the town. The legacy of weaving in Kilbarchan survives in street names such as Shuttle and Ewing Street. This film was made in 1926 and gives a rare view of the multi-generational nature of one of the last weaving families in Kilbarchan. Weaving cloth was a skilled and time-consuming profession, and the whole family was expected to pitch in. Men, women and teenage apprentices operated the looms to weave the cloth, while older and younger members of the family would spin yarn or wind the yarn onto pirns. There was no running water inside the cottages. Cooking and heating water was all done on a coal fire. Fetching the coal and water was arduous work for the women and girls who traditionally looked after the practicalities of family life, as well as contributing to the weaving in their family. decades up to the 1800s, and throughout that century, Kilbarchan weavers gained a reputation for quality and skill in producing fine linen and cotton fabrics such as lawns and gauzes. Over the decades, they adapted their looms and their skills to match the many changes in manufacturing and fashions. In the early 19th century, they had supplied fine gauzes and light muslins, often woven or delicately embroidered with sprigs or spot motifs. In the middle of the Victorian era, they converted to cotton and silk thread, meeting the demand for cotton shawls and fabrics for an expanding middle-class market. By the time Prince Albert and Queen Victoria bought Balmoral in 1852, leading to a craze for all things Scottish, the Kilbarchan weavers were perfectly placed to transfer their skills into the production of quality tartan cloth for kilt manufacturers and popular tartan travel rugs, bringing decades of relative prosperity to the village. Unfortunately, the Queen Victoria effect couldn't last, and by the turn of the 20th century, the handloom industry struggled to compete with the dominance of the power looms and industrialised cloth production. Yet,
Yeah, folks, I'm saying that a lot better and explaining a lot better than what I am, so I'm going to show you around the place. Look at them wee bonnets. This is called a woolly muckle bonnet. A woolly muckle bonnet, 16. There's the bed. I just love these shoes, folks. These are crackers. Look at the size of them. Oh, so cute. Look at that one. Right, Mum, I'll we walk through the shop. This is all the stuff here. All the stuff they're selling. Everything from macaroon, fudge, tablet. Oh, I think I'll buy some tablet before I leave. And there's the old coal fire again. And all the bill. And up here, please mind your head. Bang. We're upstairs. Check all these out, folks. Big wheel. Take it, people would sit there and weave around. Check the old-fashioned wallpaper. Hiya!
I thought I'd just come in.
You don't mind I'm doing this? Ask the girls, is that okay?
No, absolutely. I thought
So-
I'd just come up and give you a little bit of
Aye,
background.
are
if
you
that's
okay
all right.
on this? Is
Yeah,
that
sure,
alright?
no
Right,
problem.
okay.
So,
What's your name, sorry?
My name's Mary.
Mary, nice to meet you. Okay. Mary.
So welcome to the Weaver's Cottage. Usually I'll show you downstairs afterwards as well in the kitchen.
Okay.
But downstairs, the room directly below us would have been the main family home.
Okay.
And at the height of the industry, as you've heard from the video already, do you recall how many looms we had in our small village? I'm not trying to test your
No, I
catch
did. I went through so much yet, you know. I
That's
just,
okay,
oh,
don't
this
worry.
was too much to take in for me.
So we had at least 800,
Right, okay.
probably more likely in the region of 1,000 looms, just in Kilbarchan alone.
Wow.
So this is a huge industry, and they're all working from home. And downstairs we have the last working loom
Okay.
in the village,
Okay.
and you'll get to see that with my colleague Suzanne, and you'll learn more about the weaving side of things. But when you're in the other two rooms, I like to introduce these as the family home.
So this was the family home of.
So there was two families.
Right,
that
okay,
lived
'cause I
here.
got one when I was reading into it, you know.
That's right. We talk about the Christie family because
Right.
they were living here at the height of the industry,
Okay.
and they moved in and around about 1830s, and stayed here right up until 1952.
Okay.
Prior to them, there was a family called the Brydens who lived
That was
here.
the one I was reading up about.
And their name's above the door. So
Right,
that's
okay.
how we know they lived here, and it was their home. They built it.
Still, is that the original wallpaper and stuff?
It is not, but there
No,
is
it's
something
just-
really cool about this room that I will point out to you. So just behind you, do you see this wooden structure here?
Yep.
That is the original roof. So the Christie family added a brand new roof in 1910, but they built it over the existing roof structure. So that is a crack. That's what we call it.
That's cracking
and
wood,
they don't
isn't
use
it?
nails to join it together. It's all purloined together, so it's all jigsawed
Alright.
together.
Okay.
And the crack roof is pretty cool because actually it held the weight of the building, not the walls.
Okay.
Kind of like a teepee. So see, even if you look to the left here, see this here? That's the original thatch.
Alright.
Still on top of it.
Did they have kids and stuff? Because the
Yeah.
family, so they're probably climbing that.
Oh yeah,
You can imagine, can you?
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, you've got grandchildren out, you've got nieces
No,
and nephews
not at the
out.
moment, but my kids, I'm just thinking about
You
my
can
kids.
picture it.
They'd be way up there and hiding and everything.
I've got a wee boy, that's why I'm asking. The beds though, these were original to the house as well. So here in these wee nooks you'll see we've got our inset beds, set-in beds, they're also known locally as box beds. There's lots of names for them, but one thing that people always point out about these beds is they look quite short, don't they?
I know, but I bet you they're comfy.
They are comfy.
bet you they are.
Do you know why the beds are short? You got any kind of theories?
Is it to keep warmer?
It's not.
No.
It's actually because people used to sleep sitting up.
What?
Yeah, they sit propped up. So these ones are actually wider than some of the other ones in the house. So when you're going about, have a look and see if you can picture someone sitting up in them. But they slept sitting up for a number of reasons. It came from the French nobility, and it worked its way all the way down to our weavers in Scotland. But they slept sitting up for digestion.
I was thinking that because you know how when you're pregnant you sit up.
Yeah,
Baby.
there's lots of things. Some people suggested respiratory
I
as
used
well,
to
if
do
you
it.
think about it, if you've got a cold or a flu.
Uh-huh.
But digestion, yeah, I think bear in mind their diets are pretty rich. They're eating lots of red meat, oats,
Yep.
that kind of thing, bread.
Aye, all the good stuff, none of your processed rubbish.
That's it. So sleeping sitting up aids your digestion. In between the beds, we have these lovely marriage teapots. So these are called covenant ware. They come from a pottery down in Ayrshire, and it would have been fashion at one point in time, by the looks of it, to have gifted someone a
Right.
pot with the family name on it. And these ones have lots of local names on them.
Uh-huh.
Christie is one of them. So we can only assume that perhaps this was actually in the house itself or part of the family. But there's also Simpson.
Simpsons.
And if you know anything about Kilbarchan, we're called Habbies in Kilbarchan, and we're named after Habby Simpson, who was our local celebrity piper. And if you want to see what Habby Simpson looked like, the most famous effigy of Habby is in the steeple, just below the clock.
All right,
There's a wee
okay.
statue of him.
See, I love history. I mean, I do. I go all over the place, you know, and I didn't know this place was here until I went on National Trust, and then I looked at Weaver's Cottage. I tried to come here the other day,
Yeah.
actually, you know, but
Well, if you love history, come back to us soon. It's the first Saturday in June. We have a historical parade
all
that
right.
goes through the village, and Habby actually comes to life for the day. They cover him with a flag, and he steps out from the
So
steeple.
when's that? That's okay. I'll rewind
First
it. No,
Saturday in
right,
June.
okay. Aye. So I
And
like.
you'll step out, and you leads a procession. In the procession, you've got Mary Queen of Scots. You have the Druids. You have the local, what would have been Lord and Lady Crawford,
Okay.
and the Baron of Auchinlean. These are all in the parade. It's good fun.
So these beds here, was that the man and wife, or was this the kids as well?
So there's a couple of theories. So in the 1861 census, there were 12 people living in the house throughout.
Okay.
But most of them would have been kind of scattered between the two. We don't know exactly.
It's hard to
which
tell because
which
obviously
beds.
the years. So.
We've got a theory that Agnes and her sisters, perhaps this was a more private space for them
Okay.
to be in as opposed to downstairs. But we don't know for a fact. But what we do know is the two rooms across the hall where you watched the video, those were actually leased out to a cobbler and his family
All right.
at that time, so they are included within that
sweating.
figure.
I'm at my school. So as you can see, I'm more wrapped up to the 90s.
That's okay. So once you've had a wee look in here, I'll point out another few of the
On you go.
good things in here. So this chair here is about 300 years old. And this is
Wow.
a Bible chair.
Oh.
You alright?
I nearly fell over it.
So the Bible chair's got this special arm. And basically it supports the family Bible, which is a bit of a book. It's pretty big. And then once you're finished reading, you'll see that there's a drawer underneath. The drawer pulls out and the Bible's probably wrapped in a cloth and nice.
So you can touch your stuff, is that okay?
Unfortunately we can't, no.
Right, alright,
but just
okay.
explaining what
Just
it
explain.
would have been like.
Right, okay.
It'd be wrapped in a cloth and nice and neatly stored away.
Okay.
So that's our Bible chair, and also in the corner you've got your muckle wheel. Do you know what muckle means?
No.
Good Scots word. Big. So most a muckle, max a muckle, many a small thing makes a big thing. So the muckle wheel predates your Saxony wheel. So that is industrialisation. It's got a wee treadle, so it makes life easier. You can sit and you can operate your spinning wheel by using the treadle. But that there you would have had to walk. So you're manually walking back and forth and spinning your wheel, and it's hard work.
I can imagine it.
Yeah.
It would be, wouldn't it?
So I'm sure people were pretty grateful when the Saxony wheel came into being, but that's the one we all kind of recognise.
Okay. Okay.
So there's lots to see. I'd recommend before you go to the loom room is the kitchen, which is the room directly below us. Have a little look around there. Can bear in mind when you're in the kitchen that would have been the main family home.
Okay.
So historically, this up here is, we tend to say, is a newer living space, because bear in mind they added the roof in 1910 and they added the floorboards, so they effectively created a new room. The wallpaper isn't original. Became part of the National
But it
Trust.
looks like the 70s, but doesn't it?
Well, it's made to look at the time, definitely, because this became part of the National Trust in the 1957.
Right,
And at that
okay.
point in time, there was a lot of renovation works. I'm not quite sure when they put this up, but it's meant to look like a kind of Victorian parlour.
It does, it looks really nice. Do you know, when I first came in, I noticed the shoes, the wee baby shoes to the stair, but this is obviously the adult shoes, isn't it?
It is,
But they're solid, aren't they? How can they wear them?
I know.
We've got soft shoes.
Made to last, definitely. Just get them resold and
And this is the baby's,
wear them forever.
the baby's cot. Well, they're...
So I'll let you keep looking around, but do have a look in the kitchen downstairs, don't miss that out.
I
And
have,
then you'll want to go to the loom room next.
no
alright?
problem. Thank you for your advice. There we are, folks. All you can hear is the creaking of the floorboards. Creak, creak, creak. I nearly fell over. Look at this, folks. This is the clothes they wore. And all the books. Right, we'll just go down the stairs. See what we have downstairs. Look at that wood. That's very solid. Any mushrooms? All the pictures. There's Agnes Christie here. So that was the last owner. Her picture was taken in the late 1940s. Oh. Got this. This is something else, isn't it? Look at all the different colours. think that just shows you what the people are like. That lady's sitting there. There's the wheel again. You can see them just sitting at the wheel. That's probably an easier job, a sitting down job. Look at that, folks. To see how, look at the old fashioned door. It's amazing how it's still all together, isn't it? Look at that as well. I'll go back up the stairs again. The statue. The weaver's cottage. Oh, into the oh, into the kitchen. Is this the kitchen? It's nice in here, isn't it? It's dead homely feeling as well.
Yeah, I think on a day like today when you've got a wee bit of a sunshine, you can definitely.
Oh, it's good the sun's out in it. Do you know there was no unleaded petrol down there? No, no. I think I'm away asking for it. It's only diesel at the moment.
Yeah,
where I stay.
That's scary, isn't it?
Aye. Oh, you've got a fire going as well. Oh, a miss a coal fire.
It's just a replica of that one, but it gives you good effects.
Do you feel the heat off it?
That's all that is, isn't it?
This is a pop-up. A pop-up where I set up, so that's the reason why the beds are so small, because they sat up to go to sleep. You'd think it'd be very uncomfortable doing that, wouldn't you? All the old fashioned stuff. Look at this. It's like a warm, homely feeling here, you know. You can just picture everybody, all the families in here. We'll go through here into, what do they call this then?
So this room here, we usually say this is the last room to look at because it won't make sense yet. But if you go down and see the loom room,
have you been down to the loom room?
Not yet.
Downstairs?
No, I don't. Oh yes, I did. I did
Did
get it.
So
where all the weaving is, the
so
machine.
I'll give you a wee talk about it here.
Okay.
It's a 250-year-old loom, so we call it a tartan loom, but it actually wasn't. It was actually a loom that was set up to make linen and fine gauzes and muslins back in the day.
You okay? I turn this round, or you know want on?
I'd rather not.
No, it's fine. I
That's
turned it that way, so
thank you. That's fine.
no, it's okay. Because the girl was okay, but I know some people don't like.
Yeah, so the loom itself would have woven fine fabrics until the middle of the 19th century, when fashions change, markets change, so it becomes tartan that you weave at that point. So that's what it's set up for downstairs.
Right. Okay. Yeah. It's lovely in here, but as well, isn't it? You could...
These are our tartan samples. So there's a very famous weaver in the village that was called the King of Tartan, the King's quilt maker.
Right.
So that's all his tartan samples. So just open the drawers as you want to. Have you a good Scottish name?
No, actually mine's is French. I don't know what I'm Scottish, but all my family, like my gran's side, is also Irish.
Yeah, right.
So.
Right. The good thing is, see if you don't have a specific name, you can choose a tartan you like, rather than being focused. But all these drawers, open them up fully, no.
Oh, aye.
So what's your name? What's your French name?
Wait, I'll put that off. This What's this? The memory of... Oh, I can't read that. All the tiles. Wow, look at the garden, folks. It goes right all the way up. I don't know if that's great, it's just stones. Look at that one. 1664. Look at that. That one's got a face on it. Dyer's wind. Wow. And the toilet. Ain't that nice? Look at all the tartan. All the tartan on the trees. So that's what they're telling you. Although there are many common garden plants that have blue flowers, few have dying properties. That's just talking about the leaves and the trees. Lady's mantle. Oh, what's that? Used tea leaves. Something. Oh, it's like a toilet or something. I'm going to go in and ask you to see what your stuff was out here. I see the tartan on your trees. What was that for?
It's just to decorate.
Oh, is it just... Alright, I didn't know if it was a meaning.
Grow it on the tree though.
Sorry.
They grow it in the tree as well.
Oh, do they? Right, okay. I seen like that wee kind of a wee side bit, and it's like, was it a toilet, an old-fashioned
There's
toilet?
a real toilet there.
Ah, is that what it was?
Yeah.
I was starting. I said, I'll come and ask you. She's no better. No, it's alright. I'm not gonna. You need to give me a hand, get back up. So, there you are, folks. That's what that is. It's a toilet. It was best to ask the right here and here. See it? There you go. That's the toilet down there. You always remember it. I bet you a lot of people remember using outside toilets. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. This is it. Onions. So all this stuff here I'm into. Having a wee look. Garden colours. Many of the cottages in Kilbarchan traditionally have had long gardens like this, so where families can grow their veg and flowers. It is some size. It's lovely around here, right enough. You can just picture living here, can't you? So quiet. So yellow is the most abundant colour pigment in the planet, in the plant world, and occurs in numerous shades from golden yellows to flamboyant oranges. So it's been here from the medieval times. And there's some baskets woven. So this. I just love seeing all the bricks, all the stone that's still here. Because we all need a bit of history. Because before it ends up going and nobody knows nothing about anything. It's good that these places are still open. They keep the history going. Look at that. That's nice. It's solid as well. And all slate. Take it out of the juice window. Storage. So there you are, folks, this is the Weaver's Cottage. What a lovely wee place it is. So I hope you enjoy watching it and having a wee bit of, like myself, getting a wee bit of knowledge about it. I really enjoyed that. So till the next time, to the next place, if you want to come here, it's Kilbarchan, and it's just outside Johnston. Come round, have a wee look about, highly recommend it. So till the next time, please like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.